My name is Bevan Walker. I'm a member of the Nelson branch of the farm forestry. About a third of the house is eucalypt flooring, the rest is carpet. So we've got some elm shiplap just over there and an elm top. Stools I made. And in the ceiling we've got redwood, we've got more of the Maricarpa cycling and a couple of big red Maricarpa beams and some roof windows. Looking at the deck, there's all Maricarpa, pine steps, trees I planted in the early 70s. And the board and batten is all my own trees, 300 mils wide and 25 mils thick, with a batten of 75 mil wide. It's all galvanised, nailed and screwed to the pine framing with a cavity batten on the inside. This is a double sea kayak that I built. Took just over 400 hours. It's a timber deck and a fiberglass hull. The timber is from Canada, Western red cedar, with fiberglass coamings. When our two kids were smaller, one would go in here and then the other one would go in this here, and I'd be in this one and my partner in this one. At Nelson Farm Forestry branch, we've got a little arboretum here, about half a hectare. Appleton's Tree Nursery have donated the seedlings. We established the arboretum in 2000. We've got many species: ash, elm, oak, cedars, different parts of the world. We've got some from China. About once a year we come in here for a working bee, do some pruning, cut the gorse, the broom. Originally it was an old skid site, not much top dirt, a lot of blackberries, old man's beard, and it's starting to look really good now. It's open for anyone who wants to come and have a look, see what we're doing here. It's just 300 metres off the main road at Waihiti. This is my forest, 70 hectares, 50 hectares of pine and then other species. When we bought this back in 71, my father and myself, it was just one big paddock, just full of gorse and blackberries, old man's beard. And over 3 years we planted it all in pine, although I planted a few redwoods. And now I'm growing different species up the valley here. 7 hectares of Maricarpa, Lusitanica mix, a hectare of blackwoods, 2 hectares of redwoods, Himalayan weeping spruce, and 2 small arboretas. I decided the valley floor here was too good for pines, and it's growing good blackwoods, redwoods. I got some 39-year-old redwoods pruned to 12 metres. If I can grow good quality logs, it'll turn into high-grade timber. This is my method to keep the death traps off the ground. There's a small population of wekas here, and if I had this trap on the ground, well, I'd get the wekas. I get quite a few possums over the years, so I've got 8 of these, and I've got 12 bait stations with talon bait, and that tidies up the rest of the possums and rats. Up here I've got bush robins, there's falcons, there's tomtits, bellbirds, tuis, pigeons, quite a few other species, chaffinches. And if I control these rats, we'll get some of them, the stoats and ferrets, I'll have more birds. A small planting of 42-year-old Douglas fir, pruned to 12 metres. They're putting on quite good diameter, but a few more years yet. The technique of pruning was I used a ladder and a pole saw, and then when the branches were strong enough to hold me, I'd climb the tree and prune down. And that's how I got to 12 metres. So they should make 2 good butt pruned logs. Potential for pruned Douglas fir is out there, just have to do the right marketing. So we're looking across at some 4-year-old pine. I waited till those trees before I harvested them. They were 36-year-old, so they're getting up in diameter. I did my own logging, 2 of us, for 15 years, so many tonnes each year. But this last stand, I got a crew in and I helped out on the skid. The trees were just getting too big for my small gear. I get quite good tonnes per hectare on the hill, around about 700 800 tonnes a hectare on the valley floor, just on 1,000 tonnes at 35, 36-year-old. I enjoy growing trees. It's close to the main road, this property, and there's many sawmills that will handle pine, Douglas firs. There's mobile mills that will come in and do the blackwoods, or they can go to local sawmills. Now we're looking at 17-year-old Mataracarpa. The ones with canker have gone out for firewood, leaving a good stand, high pruned, 10 metres. These will make really good joinery grade, the pruned butts. I should get two pruned butts. You don't need big long logs for joinery. It'll make good decking. If you can grow good quality trees, not much taper, straight logs, you'll have no problem selling them. So anyone who wants to plant trees, join the palm forestry. We've got a huge amount of experience out there. Come along to our field days. We're not far away. We have many throughout the year, different properties, different species. The right tree in the right place. No use putting redwoods up on the high ridges. They like the valley floor. The first pine harvest provided a good income for many years. When I'm not up here, I'm building houses, and my clients like the timber I provide. How I see the future of this property is it's close to the main road. It's good for harvesting. The potential will never go away. We always need trees, need logs. The property is in a trust, looking after it for our two children. So the future hopefully is there. With 50 hectares of pines, and 35 of those hectares are pruned. Growing trees and making things out of timber, that's most of my life for the last 40 odd years. I've planted must be 500,000 trees over the years, and to just enjoy harvesting and then making things out of the timber.